Last week, we talked about 6 crucial conversations that you should be having with your homeowner. 6 critically important conversations that if you overlook are going to cost you a lot of money. If you haven't seen last week's episode, go back and watch it because I'm not going to repeat the 6 crucial conversations here, except to say you need to know what they are. I will remind you of the 6th of the 6 crucial conversations, and that is to have the right crucial conversation with yourself. One of the things that we always talk about in the mindset training and the sales process is you have to have high expectations. You have to expect good things. You have to believe good things are going to happen. You have to believe your customers are going to trust you and buy from you and all those things. You got to have the right attitude. And one of the things we talked about last week is you got to let your light shine. What I mean by that is let your personality shine. Let your confidence shine. I think it's really important to write some positive affirmations down and repeat those. Last week we talked about 3 of those things, right? We talked about writing down, I am awesome and amazing. Write those things down. I'm awesome and amazing. I diagnose problems and recommend solutions like a boss, right? Tell yourself that stuff every single week. I earn and ask for the trust on every call. Write those 3 things down and repeat them to yourself every single day. That's going to help you let your light shine. Speaking of letting your light shine, I want to share with you a quick video that really illustrates the point, the necessity to let your light shine. One of my favorite quotes goes like this: "The man who doesn't read is no better off than the man who cannot read." Well, in sales, the man or the woman who has a great personality and doesn't show it is no better off than the jerk who doesn't have a good personality. You got to make sure and let your light shine. My son recently got his first sales job. About 3 weeks ago, he started work at an electronics store. And the basic training they gave them was to greet people at the front door. And as they walked them across the store to the aisle they need to go to for their electronic equipment, to start having a conversation about the project, the electronics that the customer is working on. Well, I told my son, I said, to hell with that. What I want you to do as you walk across the store with your customer, I want you to use the classic Zig Ziglar form method: family, occupation, recreation, and material possessions. In that 60 seconds as you walk across the store, I want you to find something out about that customer that no one would ever expect that you knew. Ask them about their family. Hey, are you from Denver originally? Is your family been here forever? Or what do you do for a living? Or what do you like to do when you're not working? Ask some questions, and at 60 seconds, get them to walk across the store with you and build that relationship. Prior to my son using this technique, he was selling about $200 or $300 a day, and he was really worried. Why? Because he had to sell $2,000 a day. I gave him that advice on Christmas Eve. The next day after Christmas, he went to work, he greeted his customers. As he walked them across the store, he had that conversation. Hey, what do you do for a living? Are you from Denver? Have you been here for a long time? Are you a native? He started building a relationship in 60 seconds. That first day of using that technique, his sales hit $2,500, right? From a couple of $100 a day to $2,500 a day, he was the sales leader on that floor. So don't forget to build a relationship, but don't assume that your customers know that you're a nice person. You got to let your light shine. If you're nervous and introverted, you're going to have to get past that. Ask them questions about them. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Have a conversation. Let them know that you're a man or a woman of character and integrity. Let them know that you coach the baseball team. Let them know that you work down, with the Brownies or with the Boy Scouts or whatever it is. You got to let them know you're an awesome person. You got to let your light shine. I just think that's such an important point. If you got a great personality and you don't show it, you're no better off than a person without a great personality. You got to let people know what an awesome individual you are, because that's going to help you be more successful in the house on a service call or a sales call.